Have in the studio political analyst Ramon Casiple. Good morning, sir. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
So let's talk about the highlights first of the president's speech. What do you think were the highlights?
Oh, well, of course, predictable one is the anti-drug campaign, the peace talks, the Mindanao crisis, of course, particularly in Marawi, the declaration of martial law. But there are surprising topics, actually. One was the extended discussion on mining and environment. Remember, he refused first to sign the Paris Agreement. And then I was intrigued by the economic program that he talked about.
And I think that was the first part of the speech, was the
Yes,
talking about the economy.
And he was expounding actually on his economic philosophy, and that is in the short term there is industrialization. He wants manufacturing to improve, industries to come back, and so on and so forth. And that's a new one actually.
He also touched on foreign policy. I mean,
well, that one is expected. He had the same opinion of the U.S. and the China. But I think the improvement there is that he was talking actually of the lessened tension with China, the opening of negotiations, and his principles of independent foreign policy. Including non-interference in domestic affairs.
What specifically in the entire speech do you think really stood out to the people?
Well, I think the major, for the people, the major topic there was about social reforms, inclusive growth. Those are the themes, I think, that went to the heart of the people. That's health, education, of course, the question of economic development, jobs, and so on. In fact, I think that he meant to deliver the message that he's not just preoccupied with the anti-drug campaign, as some critics would say, but that he is actually developing the capability of government to address all other issues, particularly related to poverty, corruption. And these are the main themes during the campaign. But in his first zona, there was little details about these other programs. So this is interesting in that I would say he's learning to be a president this time.
And these are, he was talking about plans for the next year, these reforms that he was talking about. What about his achievements, what he's done? Do you think he was able to talk about or expound on that?
Well, if you look across the board in relation to promises, I would say that he has started at the least. And 1 year is not enough, actually, to really have a judgment about results. But if you're talking of public perception, that is doing his job, I think the surveys would support that. The popularity has not basically weakened.
Now, you know, after the speech, the president went out to speak with the protesters. What do you make of this gesture?
Well, that was a grand gesture, I would say. And I think he made it to deliver a message. And the message was that I'm not the one who is at fault with regards to the peace talks. You want peace talks, I'm open. But you should stop these bombings, these attacks, and so on. And I think the protesters were surprised. They weren't able to answer in an expected way. There was heckling, of course, but I think generally the confrontation was positive, I think, on both sides.
If indeed the peace talks stop, what do you think the repercussions are?
Well, I wouldn't say it stopped, actually. My own assessment of what happened was that there is still a possibility for the resumption. If there is already a stop, I mean a reversal of peace policy, then that would mean war. Meaning we would have a situation where both sides will be undertaking offensives against each other. Of course, in a situation where there is a new rebellion among the Muslims, that would be a tragedy. I mean, it would draw resources from other particular development, from other concerns.
Overall, how do you think that the president do you think his approval rating would have gone higher or
because of the
after
speech?
the speech?
Well, if you know his public, I think they love it. Those who are scandalized were those who do not understand the street language. But the psychology there, I think, is understood by most people.
All right.